What's up everybody, I am Mike and this is another custom doll. You may also call it an action figure, I just think doll sounds more fun to say. Ant-Man was one of my favorite Marvel films in recent memory, and Paul Rudd played a big part in why I liked it so much. So I decided to take a head sculpt and give it a new paint job, because there is no such thing as too much Paul Rudd. Scott Lang also showed up in Captain America Civil War, and I'm already excited for Ant-Man and Wasp. If there is one thing Marvel is really good at, it is casting the right people for the right role. And even smaller roles like his appearance in 40-Year-Old Virgin still crack me up. I also enjoyed Role Models, Knocked Up and Anchorman, but I was truly surprised when I first got to see Sausage Party and had no idea that he was also in that. To me, Paul Rudd is right up there with Chris Pratt in Guardians of the Galaxy. Both are really funny, and the fact that both also made a ton of comedies goes to show. Coming to think of it, Chris Pratt might be a good addition for a future head sculpt to paint. I do think it's unfortunate that Edgar Wright left the production of Ant-Man just because Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz and Scott Pilgrim are really funny, and I even watched his old TV show Spaced back in the day. But his fingerprint was still all over Ant-Man, and compared to the Avengers Age of Ultron, I will say that I enjoyed Ant-Man quite a bit more. So about the figure. I had to remove the original paint before adding a new paint job. Smiling head sculpts are by far one of the biggest challenges, and I don't envy the people that also give it a try. Stoic and emotionless characters lend themselves to sculpting a bit better, and sometimes as a result having to capture a sincere emotion in a head sculpt can be difficult, let alone painting it. Nevertheless, I always try to step out of my comfort zone, and I still believe compared to several other head sculpts of smiling characters, this one holds up quite well. If you want to actually see me paint a head sculpt, why not drop a comment down below. If that is something you'd like to see, I'll figure out how to properly shoot it. For his outfit I went with dark pants, a grey bodysuit and a red-lined grey suit jacket. It also makes him look a bit more like an agent, so why not give him a silenced pistol too? When I begin to paint I usually start with lips, and from there I can apply the rest of the skin and finish by adding the eyes and hair. With Paul I also applied a thin layer of gloss varnish on his eyes to give them a more natural look. In order to get a realistic skin tone, I use soft oil-free pastels. After scratching the paint down to a soft powder, I can apply it to the surface similar to makeup and create the illusion of layered and translucent skin. In order to get the eyes just right, I used acrylics mixed in with pastels and heavily watered down shades of red to paint the veins on his eyes. Whenever I film I try to be somewhere between 100 and 300 mm focal length with a telephoto lens. This creates softer edges with a clear focus on the eyes and face. Anything below 50 only has the risk of image distortion, and the only thing you'll see me adjust in post is some minor white balance and color grading to make him look like he also does in my hand. I want to give you a full view of the head sculpt, and for that I also switch up the lighting every now and then, because different lights also create a different look. I hope you enjoyed this, like and subscribe if you do, comment down below what you want to see me do next or what I should improve. I'll be back soon with another figure. Remember to check out my site, the link is down below. You'll also find tons of images and links for DeviantArt, Figure Realm and ArtStation. And of course my shop on Etsy, if you ever feel like getting a unique and crazy gift idea for a friend. Thank you again for tuning in, and remember as always, it's just painted plastic.